The Tab Everest has been and gone for another year, but another big race looms large on the horizon, and that is the $10 million Golden Eagle, which comes with an international flavour this year. French-bred galloper Light Infantry is currently favourite with Tab fixed odds and has arrived here in the country and completed a light bit of work at Canterbury Park for new trainer Kieran Ma this morning.
Well, it's probably not something that's been done too much before. David and his clients were keen to retain a decent chunk of this horse, and but they're also keen to bank some money. And we had some clients that were very keen on racing, coming out and racing here in the Eagle, and then going back for the Royal Ascot experience. So we structured a deal where he comes over to us, and you know, it's sort of very much obviously been in David's care all the way his whole career, and yeah, he comes out here for a little holiday, hopefully picks up a big check and packs his bags and goes back to Newmarket. So probably something we'll start to see more of, I would think. It works for him and works for us as well.
It does sound like it's a fairly innovative deal. Just on the back end of that, so after going back to Europe, then the intention is to have, say, 2 runs there and come back into your care? Yeah.
The idea would be to bring him back out here, back to Sydney, and yeah, hopefully continue on his merry way.
So back-to-back Group 1 placings with some pretty handy horses in behind, the likes of Cox Plate in a state of rest. You must be going into a race like this knowing that the resume is pretty handy.
Yeah, well, his last run, you know, he went to another level. You know, he sort of shown glimpses of that, but like you said, it was a star-studded field last start. I think 4 of the favourites in their last 4 runs had all won 2 Group 1s. He was beaten by probably the best filly in Europe, and you know, it's scary if he's a very sort of active, athletic horse, and he's still going to furnish, so he's a pretty exciting horse.
Well, on that front, he does look fairly slight, so just touch on that room for improvement that you see.
Well, that's what really attracted me to him. I was over on a holiday, and Will Bourne, my bloodstock manager, said that this horse might be available, and so I got to Newmarket as quick as I could to have a look. And yeah, that's sort of what really likened me to him. He was athletic and he had room to grow being a colt. Yeah, I sort of likened him a little bit to Itotsu over that we bought him at sort of a similar stage. And yeah, they're very easy to train, those horses. They you know, you can see he's very athletic. He's obviously been in work a long time, and he looks like he's travelled really well, which is the main thing.
And a fairly colourful Australian ownership group as well. I think when most Aussies saw the horse in the most recent run and running around in the colours made famous, I guess, by Jamaica, suddenly you felt there was an Australian flavour to it.
Yeah, that's right. They were pretty excited to have a runner like that in a race that it was. Colin McKenna, he's been a great supporter and great mate, and then it comes out here and races in Aussie Kerrs colours. Also, you know, the last 12 months that ownership group has been phenomenal on any stage all across the world, the amount of Group 1 winners they've had. So yeah, he'll race in Aussie's colours here, and then he goes back out there and races in Colin's colours.
Our final one from me, just on the Golden Eagle itself. You talked about how innovative this ownership and training structure is with this horse. It wouldn't be possible unless you had a $10 million carrot there. It wouldn't be viable unless that was the case. So it really has changed the scene a bit, hasn't it?
This race has certainly changed the scenes. You wouldn't get a horse of this stature being a colt coming out here and racing. You know, you'd probably get the rung below, but just with the carrot of the race and the you know, the owners had to fork out quite a bit for him. It's a big carrot to bank a bit back, and hopefully it can.